What's up, agents? Wolf here. We have finally received season 2, and this is the second season of year 5. We have received all the new items, exotics, gear sets, brand sets, and also the new incursion called Paradise Lost, which looks really interesting. I will be playing this live on stream straight after this video is posted on YouTube. So click the link in the description to come to my Twitch channel to watch it. So if you guys want to level up through the track as fast as possible, what I normally do is replay Lincoln Memorial over and over again, do the descent, or play resource convoys, spamming them with all directives on. It doesn't matter. As long as you play the game, you can go through the rewards track to get the new exotic chest piece LMG, because that's all part of the new track. So in this video though, I'm going to showcase my best fire turret build for season 2. This is going to be the Ortiz Exuro gear set and the 2-piece which I showcased in the PTS. So hopefully you do enjoy this video. If you do, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe. I'll showcase the build in full detail, then you guys can enjoy some gameplay afterwards. With this setup, you can go into any content in the game, throw down an absolutely overpowered flame turret and melt everything all around you, including robotics, the robotic mini tanks, the drones. As long as you use the fire starter secondary weapon from the firewall specialization, you can just absolutely melt anything and everything in this game. With this turret, guys, and this sidearm, it just makes content so easy. Have a look how fast I get through the first section of District Union on Legendary. I love the way that this setup works and the way that I have set this up, and I believe this to be the best flame turret build for straight up damage. So this setup is going to be quite easy to make. I literally got it within 10 minutes. I just played one run of the power plant, and then I received every single piece of this gear set. That's how I obtained it. With this flame turret, it's important to mention what the devs confirmed is that it doesn't work like the Division 1. When you throw it on your turret, it spins 360, and just before you throw it, you will see a red ring around it. That is the area of effect. So as soon as the fire starts, the flame doesn't actually have to cross over the enemies. They all get lit on fire instantaneously in that area of effect, which is so unbelievably powerful. Don't worry about running out of fuel. I turn my flame turret on and off, because when you turn it on, put them on fire, turn it off, and then when they get off being burnt, then you put the flame turret back on. That's exactly how I do it. You can increase the duration of the burn through the specialization, through a weapon called the Everlasting Gaze, or should I say a talent called Perpetuation. There are many ways to increase the burn. So here is my setup. I am utilizing the capacitor just for the increase in damage, in weapon damage. The skill damage isn't as important because initial skill damage of the flame turret isn't amazing. I would spec into things like skill duration and status effects to fully, to fully optimize a setup like this. The capacitor does work good. You can also use the Pyromaniac assault rifle, which really is good, but it depends on what you want to do, how you play, and what content you're playing in, because this gives you extra weapon damage. But I've gone for this, and then the Everlasting Gaze to give myself extra status effect damage and duration, which is important. Then this absolute must to allow us to ignite robotics. So I've got the Vile Mask and the Electric Chest, or Golden, it doesn't matter, with the status effects and the Glass Cannon talent. You can use any other talent you want. One thing I have seen from my comments in my previous showcase of this build was that people are recommending, because they struggle to get their turrets back, to use skilled or perfectly skilled and Picaro holster. I think that's what people were saying. I would not recommend that at all. That is for expendable skills. There's no reason to use skilled, which I think is 25% chance to get your skill back, than the named version of 30%. 30% chance to get your turret back. It makes no sense, and I'd rather go for something like Glass Cannon and Vile Mask, which gives significantly more damage. That is for like Seeker Mines, and if you're going to be using that, you're either playing wrong or you're using the wrong skills. So for me, with a turret like this, yes, it does take a long time to come back. You can mitigate this through through skill haste, but how I do it is I just put more skill duration. I utilize my fuel efficiently. I only ignite it when the enemies need to be put on fire, and then I save it. Then if I need to pick it up, if I need to move it, I wouldn't destroy it. I'd pick it up. It's like a 9-second cooldown. So there's absolutely no need to destroy your turret or for the fuel to run out, because it's more than enough to kill whole waves of NPCs on even Legendary. So if you're running out of fuel, either you're maybe not placing it right, or you're just spamming ignition and you're not saving your fuel. And then just pick it up, put it in a place where you're able to pick it up. Also, something to mention, the turret does angle up and down, so it can go in elevations and shoot downwards as well. So upwards and downwards, which is very handy. The specialization choice is going to be the firewall. Now, the main reason for that is to be able to utilize the fire starter. You can use whatever you want. There are other viable options, but I recommend making use of this specialization for this gun so that you can ignite enemies that previously weren't able to ignite them, so that you can burn anything, and it's really handy. So make sure you guys utilize this, or at least give it a try. So the 4-piece of the new X0 gear set. This has got 20% increased burn duration, skill health, burn damage, then the 360 turret, and we are also immune to our own fire, which is very handy. Then the backpack, 25% weapon damage to enemies set on fire by the turret, plus 25% range. Very important. That's why I've chosen the bag. I haven't chosen the chest piece. You guys can use the chest piece. The only problem is I don't feel like the chest piece is worth it, as enemies set on fire by the Autos turret ignite other enemies within 2 meters. It's not that strong, and I'd rather have a chest piece like this, which has got more status effects, glass cannon. It just makes sense. You can use whatever talent you want here. It doesn't really matter, but I recommend glass cannon for more damage. If you don't want glass cannon, have a look. I'm sure something will suit your playstyle, but you can use golden as well. It doesn't matter as long as you get the extra status effects. Then the Vile Mask. The Vile Mask, you guys know how this works by now. We get an extra tick. It is very useful and gives us a lot of damage on the enemies. When you're playing with this setup, it's quite insane how fast you can clear waves of legendary enemies. Also rogue agents in PvE, should I say. In PvE, the rogue agents are just completely clueless of how to beat you, because they're always on fire. You can disrupt everything. That's why I use a disruptor as well, which also damages enemies. And it just keeps all the robotics down, stable, so I can put them on fire. I think the combination I've chosen is probably the best for damage. Now, I will be posting more setups later on. On my chest piece, I have rolled status effects and skill haste. And all the other pieces, I have put status effects on. Then my mods, I have gone for skill duration. Just depends on you. So that is the setup, guys. The flame turret, you can put whatever mods you want. Burn, damage, skill haste. It really depends on you. Radius and effect duration for the disruption. Pulse, you can use whatever other skill. Maybe the fire chem, that could be good as well. So take a look at the stats, guys. Let me know what you think of the setup in the comments down below. I enjoy this. It works incredibly well. I throw my turret, it burns everything in sight, just like Firecrest from Div 1, possibly even stronger in some situations because of the instantaneous AoE damage. But make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next video. Enjoy the gameplay. Peace out.
Target found!
this outpost, the True Sons will be a direct threat to the campus.
Keep that, Agent!
Got a visual on additional hostiles in the Memorial compound. They're moving south. There's a gate between you. It looks closed from here.
Agent, you'll need to find a way to open that gate.
Possible contact.
Shut up and search!
I see. Just took a casualty. Got you, Agent.
Target! You're fucking kidding me! Can't take much more of this! Fucking agent already!
What the holy fuck? You're fucked.
All clear. I repeat,